How much money can you really make installing flooring in people's houses? Hi, my name's Nate Jones. I run this channel. I make videos about businesses, entrepreneurship, which businesses you should start, and how to start businesses. If you get value out of this video, I'll just ask that you like and subscribe it. So let's hop in. Flooring installation. When I was reviewing this and researching this business idea, I was blown away with the amount of profit that you can make in this business. Flooring installation companies are coming into houses or apartments or whatever, and they're ripping out old flooring and they're putting in brand new flooring. They're putting in either vinyl flooring, luxury vinyl plank, ceramic, wood, any type of flooring. They're coming in, they're installing it, and they're putting the trim back in. So it is hard work. My first house that I had, I did the flooring myself. I said, I'm going to do it myself, and it was the hardest thing ever. I told my wife, I said, never again am I ever going to install my own flooring. Definitely going to hire somebody to do it. And then I started looking into the cost, and I was like, wow, that's why it's so expensive, because it's hard to do. So let's go into here and see how much you can really make in this business. First off, I want to talk about the opportunity in this business. Interest rates are high. Home inventory level is low, lowest it's ever been since I think 1985. So inventory level's low, home prices are kind of stagnant, and people aren't selling because they have to buy at a higher interest rate. So their buying power is actually probably the same buying power as if the house that they're in now. So they're not going to make a lateral movement. They're just going to stay where they're at. So what a lot of people are doing is they're spending money to fix up their house. So one big part of that is putting new flooring in. So there's a massive opportunity for this right now. There's tons of homeowners, and there's a lot of people out there that have that disposable income, but they're not going to use it to upgrade houses. They're going to use it to upgrade their house. So let's get into this. When I was looking at the national average is $7 a square foot for the cost of installing the flooring. That includes labor, materials, and all that. So if you're going to call a flooring contractor and you're going to say, hey, I want to replace my flooring that I'm at right now, it's going to be $7. So as a flooring contractor, you're able to charge $7 a square foot. I used 1,000 square feet as just a average for this. That's like a living room. Some people were replacing their living room. So I looked at 1,000 square feet. So right then off the bat, $7 grand for 1,000 square feet. I'm sure that the contractor could find a little wiggle room, but first off, that's very expensive. So that being said, since it is expensive, this is not going to be probably a business in which you're doing flooring every single day at the beginning. It's going to be probably a job or two every week. But let's go into the profit here. The materials is $2, and it can be even less depending on the flooring that they choose, but $2 a square foot. So that means, what's my profit? 7 minus 2, $5 a square foot. That means on 1,000 square foot house or whatever we're doing here, this living room, that's going to be $5,000 profit. And I was looking up, if you were to hit it from 8 a.m. to all the way 6 or 7, you could probably replace someone's flooring in one day. If not, you could do it in 2 days. But yeah, so 1 day of work, you're making $5,000 of profit. Now that being said, you're probably going to have to discount some. But even if you discount 1,000 or 2,000, you're making $3,000 profit in a day. Probably if you find a buddy of yours, let's say you're in high school, you're in college, you learn how to do flooring, or even if you want to do this business full time. I mean, holy cow, this can be something that where you work 2 to 3 days a month and you probably make a living wage. Now, if you really want to scale this business out, you're going to have to hire some people, some workers with you. But that being said, if you're making this much per job, you're going to be able to have that disposable cash to be able to hire somebody to help you out. So if you're doing 3 jobs a week, that's $15,000 in profit in 1 month. If you're doing 3 jobs a week for 1 month's of work, that's $60,000 in a month. That is insane to me that you can make $60,000 a month in profit from installing flooring. Just crazy to me. So for 1 year of that, so you have $60,000 in 1 month. So for 1 year, if you're doing that for a whole year, that's $720,000 profit. That is just insane to me, that there's that much money in this business. It is insane. If you were doing this just straight revenue, that'd be over $1 million, I believe, because we're looking at $2. So for $2 times 3, that's another $6,000. 6,000 times 4, so that's 24,000 times a year. So yeah, we're very close to $1 million very close to $1 million in this business. Now, that being said, this business, I always say this about every business, you should really think about, first off, I always say if you can build value in a business, it is sellable. So a flooring company is a sellable business in my opinion, because if you can build the market share out there, people think of you when they're wanting to get their flooring done. Great business to start, and you could probably sell it down the road. With how profitable this is, I wouldn't be worried about selling this business. I would be looking at, hey, how can I run this as lean as possible for 10 straight years and make a ton of money and then retire? This business is insane that you can make this much profit. So if you got value out of this, please like and subscribe. And if you know somebody who doesn't have a job and who wants to find a business to start, maybe mention this business to them because you can make a lot of money in it.